Now, if you haven't heard of world champion mogul skier Dale Begg Smith, you're probably not alone. Dale is a sporting enigma. He rampaged his way to gold in Torino, making him one of only 3 Australians to win gold at the Winter Olympics. Dale rarely speaks to the media. In fact, he hasn't since he won gold back in 2006. Emily Barker was granted rare access to the world of one of our greatest gold medal hopes as we approach the 2010 Winter Olympics.
When the king of the moguls skis down the mountain, it's obvious why he's the best in the world. But with Dale Begg Smith, there are a lot of unanswered questions. Why he's so good is just one.
You know, in Dale's case, he's got to be able to perform when it counts, and no one's better than that than him. He has exceptional control of his emotions, and he's able to put down runs when he needs to.
Dale's the least known Olympic gold medalist in Australia. It's fair to say Dale does all his talking on the mountain. He rarely speaks about his multi-million-dollar business and why he left Canada and moved to Australia when he was 15. One reason we know was to train with American-born mogul coach Steve Desovich, considered one of the best coaches in the world.
We've worked together now for, I don't know, 8 years probably, so we've kind of got any kinks ironed out, and we kind of know how to work together and not, get on each other's skin too much.
He's larger than life?
I guess so.
Dale started freestyle mogul skiing at the age of 4. By the time he was 8, he was well into serious training with one focus, the Olympics.
Well, I'm sure everybody thinks it'd be a fun thing to do. You don't actually think it's actually going to happen.
But if it does happen for some youngster, Dale Begg Smith will no doubt be the inspiration. The venue, the slopes of the Snowy Mountains. Perth is home to one of the world's best freestyle mogul programs. It was established about 20 years ago, but it's really taken off since 2001. It's now the main training base for more than 30 young athletes, just hoping to follow in the footsteps of Dale. Although he'd never take the credit, Dale's achievements have put Australia and the work being done here for the sport on the world map.
Yeah, well, this is where it all starts here. With the Perth program, of course, it helps having the facilities here. I mean, the course is world class. It's ranked in the top 3 in the world now. It was funny when we first got this course built, when we started to spread the word around the world to all the World Cup nations, say, hey, we've actually got a course here now that's good enough to train on, and they're like, you guys have actually got snow down there? So they still see us as a little bit of it's a little bit of a joke, but since we've had this course built in the last 5 years, we've now got all the best teams, all the best athletes from around the world have come out here and trained in this course, and they just love it. They just keep coming back year after year. And you can see having an athlete of Dale Begg Smith's calibre training on the course just for the young kids. Even though we've got Vancouver coming up in 2 years, we're seriously already forward planning for Sochi, Russia in 2014. We've already got some, we've already targeted our athletes, so we want to hopefully we can get them all there. We can keep them injury free and keep their knees working still. We're already looking ahead there.
All right, really good.
One skier with a clear focus is 14-year-old Matt Graham, known on the mountain as Mogul Matt.
Well, my dream goal would be podium at the Olympics, but mainly it's just like to go the best I can and hopefully get to the 2014 Olympics.
A lot of people say you ski a lot like Dale. Does he give you any has he given you any tips over the years?
Yeah, about a week ago he was I was sort of training with him and Steve Desovich, and then he sort of gave me a few tips on like a few little tricks to make it a lot easier and stuff like that.
Is he fun to train with?
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humour and makes everything sort of fun.
Yeah, he's got that bit of sarcastic sense of humour,
yeah.
I was picking up, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Go for 2009 World Championships.
Watching Dale Begg Smith, it's easy to take for granted the sport's complexity. He makes it look effortless. That explains why, along with gold in Torino, he's the current World Cup champion and has been for the past 3 years. On a typical training day, Dale rarely skis top to bottom. Instead, he skis a couple of moguls, pulls out, looks around, studies the start, the angle, the landing, and then climbs back up the mountain. To get to this level takes years of training.
Patient. There's a little bit more patience. You still can wait to get to here. You're twisting about here.
There's a lot of training involved. You know, we start with trampoline training, acrobatics, with gymnastics type training. Then we progress from gymnastics to water ramp. We have water ramps that we build, and the athletes have to do like hundreds and hundreds of jumps where they learn to do it safely, so they land on their feet every time before we bring them over and do them on snow. I mean, you see the speed some of these kids come down through these bump course, and it just takes, you know, off balance and they can go crashing through and dislocate a shoulder or blow a knee or you know, that sort of thing, which is or concussion, which has been a predominant one in the past, but now it's a rule to have helmets when they ski, so we help try and reduce those factors. Yeah, you need a couple of screws missing, I'm sure, to get through this stuff, but yeah.
That may be so, but with Dale, everything is calculated and in control, including his emotions.
A very small mistake takes you from first place to last place, so it's kind of, you gotta just, I guess being calm helps a lot, because you get too worked up about it, it's very easy to just make a mistake and then it's kind of all over, so I guess that kind of helps.
What goes through your head when you stand up the top? I mean, it looks pretty sick to me. I don't know how you do it.
A lot of times I'm thinking, you know, don't fall or don't crash, I might hurt or something like that, so play that. I never really focus on results. I just go and try to ski the best I can, because there's so many things that come into play that you can't control, like judging, and there's, you know, you can make mistakes and stuff, so you just try to go and eliminate as much risk as possible, and then the results usually take care of themselves.
Do you think about, you know, winning back-to-back gold?
I mean, obviously I wouldn't mind, but it's not really what I'm focused on. Like if I take care of what I need to take care of out here in training, that stuff should take care of itself. But yeah, no, it'd be pretty cool. But it's not really something you can control. So I work on what I can control, and that we'll see what happens.
Phenomenal, isn't it?
Slats, I don't think knees were ever designed for that sort of punishment.
I think they have a hard time with their knees, but originally from Canada, we'll take him, and of course Channel 9 has the 2010 Winter Olympics exclusive, so we look forward to Dale getting another gold there.